Check this out. She is 74 years old and putting us all to shame. I mean, really, she's giving us all a run for our money. Take a look.
Exercise is fun for me. I want to see how far and how long I can keep up the running. If I had it in my mind that it was work, I really wouldn't want to do it.
Check this out. She runs 10 miles a day, and that's just for starters. This world champion is coming up next. Okay, I couldn't wait to see this story, Pat, because this woman is just incredible. Listen, no more excuses for any of us. After you see the world's oldest female bodybuilder, you're going to realize that it's actually possible for every single one of us to be fit at any age. And guess what? You're never too old to start. Ernestine Shepard was 56 when she got started, and hey, just look at her now.
The face of this bodybuilding sensation has graced the pages of the Guinness Book of World Records. At 74, Ernestine Shepard has earned a place in history as the world's oldest female bodybuilder.
Now that you've reached your goal, how do you feel?
It feels great. I'm so proud of being in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Look at these biceps. How much do you bench press?
I can bench press 150 pounds.
Ernestine, or Ernie as she likes to be called, didn't even step foot into the gym until she was 56. Now, 20 years later, the bodybuilding champ is in the best shape of her life.
Age is nothing but a number. You can get fit at any age. I feel so much better now in my 70s than I did in my 40s.
In 2008, she entered her first bodybuilding competition and took home a winning trophy. She maintains her sculpted physique with the help of her trainer, Yanni Schamberger, a former Mr. Universe. And she does it without steroids or any other medication.
You can be a bodybuilder. You do not have to take a lot of supplements. You can do it naturally, and you can look good.
But Ernie, who's also a model, wants more than just a chiseled body and six-pack abs.
The mission that I'm on, and I call it a mission, is to help and to try to inspire and motivate people on the importance of being fit. God has placed that in my heart to do this work.
Ernie doubles as a personal trainer and fitness instructor at Energy Fitness Center in Randallstown, Maryland. And she holds weekly classes at her church in nearby Baltimore. Wherever she goes, she inspires people of all ages to live healthier lives without limits.
She looks great. And all of us, I don't know any woman who doesn't want to look good in their clothes and feel great, and she is a perfect example of that.
It's like crazy the fact that she's not to be mean, but like older, and she's like still weight training, and she has a really good body. And it's like, it's wow.
After 37-year-old Avon Carroll hired Ernie to be his trainer, he lost 40 pounds.
When you see somebody 74 years old that can outrun you, that can do more reps than you, that has that much energy, you realize it's not too late.
That's it. I always say you need to be determined, dedicated, disciplined to be fit.
For Ernie, health and fitness begins with her relationship with Jesus Christ.
Each morning I awaken at 3 o'clock. Before I do anything, I have my morning devotions because I have to thank God for what He's done for me. Prayer is so important. All the exercising in the world is not going to help if you don't pray about it. And God is so good, and I can say that I truly, truly love the Lord.
After prayer, Ernie hits the pavement at 4 a.m. for her daily 10-mile run. And she loves running marathons.
Exercise is fun for me because here I am, 74 years old, or should I say young, and it's fun. I want to see how far and how long I can keep up the running. If I had it in my mind that it was work, I really wouldn't want to do it.
At home, Ernie sticks to a strict high-protein diet, which includes 3 glasses of raw egg whites a day. Collins, her husband of 53 years, helps prepare her special meals.
My wife is truly amazing. She's quite an inspiration to me, and she is one of a kind.
as long as I am healthy, I will continue doing this. I really want to help as many people as I can to let them know, don't let life pass you by. You can be fit. And then also to let them know that God loves them too. What He has done for me, He will do for them too.
Man, you're speechless.
There are a few things in life that, wow. I mean, she's stunning. And I just don't mean by beauty, her body and the discipline in 10 miles, Pat.
Oh,
she puts us to shame. Both of us need to walk out the studio right now and have her host the show.
I'm all for that.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's incredible. Incredible.
What did we say? I mean, wow. Okay, I'm trying to get myself back. Here's the encouraging word. For everyone out there who says, I'm too old, I'm too overweight, I'm too whatever, what an inspiration she is to all of us, old and young and everything.
At 73, I had prostate cancer, and I was leg pressing 1,000 pounds, and I'd do 30 reps on 1,000 pounds. I'd warm up at 500. So,
what is it about you 70-year-olds?
Well, we just got to show you kids that
it must be.
They try to put us on the shelf. You know, you're over 70. You know, goodbye, pops. Get off the
I guess so. Well, you guys are my heroes. That's all I have to say.
I tell you, that 10-mile stuff is. I mean, I couldn't even come close to that. That's. Oh, she look those. And you see that lat pull down machine. I was looking at the stacks she's pulling. I mean, that's pretty good.
And did you see her back? She doesn't even know what back fat is.
Well, that's what that's about. That lat pull down thing.
Wow. Oh. Getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning too to read the Bible.
The reading the Bible at 3 is, but you got to sleep sometime.
Okay.
her husband kind of looks like, normal 73-year-old, and she looks like,
he's got a hottie on his hands. Absolutely. He has a hottie.
74-year-old hottie. All right.
Because now that we're back into cooler weather, I love a mug for something hot. I know you love your green tea, but aren't there some health benefits to coffee as well? Oh, that's an interesting question.
Well, there really are. You know, we've had conflicting reports back and forth that coffee's bad for you and it causes you to be nervous and it'll give you this, that, and the other. But more recent studies have indicated that a couple of cups of coffee a day is very beneficial, and it has good effects on you, and it wards off heart disease and, Alzheimer's and all these other dread things that happen to you. So I think it's not bad. Green tea, on the other hand, is much better because it also has caffeine, but it doesn't have some of the things that are in coffee. But either one of them, they're not bad. But I'm off of coffee. The Lord delivered me from coffee some years ago. I was fasting, and my head was killing me. It was like little men were inside beating on drums. And I went out to Spanish Harlem, and they had a service, and those kids were beating tambourines, and they were praising God and everything. And I got back to my apartment, and I said, "Oh, Lord," I said, "take this away, and I'll never touch another drop of coffee as long as I live." Well, at that moment, a cool hand went over my head, and along with it, my headache, and I said, "Wait, give it back."
Because I want my coffee.
But it was too late, so I haven't had a cup of coffee since.
Wow, all that caffeine. You were having a detox moment with the caffeine. Hey, listen, we have more information on coffee and tea. You know, Pat and I always joke about it. We're both tea lovers, but if you love your coffee, there's information on it. All you have to do is just log on to cbn.com, click on the Bring It On extra link, and we'll have some extra information for you. You know my latest thing? I love ginger tea.
Oh, ginger's excellent for you. Ginger's good for you.
Ginger tea with a little bit of the real honey, with the dip of the real honey. All right, anyway.
And in addition to ginger, cinnamon, a teaspoon of cinnamon is loaded with antioxidants and good stuff. So some of those spices, turmeric and some of those things, they're tremendous. Very good for you. And I was talking to this doctor. He said, well, you can get this hot, peppers and stuff. I mean, you mean like on chili, and he kind of looked like, like on pizza, and he kind of looked like.
Like in a tea?
No, you put it on pizza. But I mean, you know, those hot peppers, they're good for you too.
Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Zoe writes in and she says, I have a good friend who's had fibromyalgia for 8 years. A lot of people think he must be faking it or lazy, but I know better. What can I do to help him deal with the symptoms?
Well, Zoe, you can just love him until you understand, because it's like having the flu and everything aches and it has all kinds of ramifications. Yeah. It's horrible. You know, I was thinking about this and I was thinking, what can you do? And I'm not a doctor, but I just think if somebody would take potassium and they'd take magnesium and they would take some calcium and they would take B12 and they would take vitamin C and D, it might help your body overcome this. But the doctors say there's no cure, but I think your body, if it's given the right nourishment, could kick this thing. Now, there are people, the company's advertising alleviation of fibromyalgia, but it's a horrible thing. And as I say, they say there's no cure. So you better love your friend and say you're not faking it. He really feels bad.
Yeah, exactly. There are so many issues like that. Well, listen, if you have more questions for us, please, we invite you to go to cvn.com and ask Pat whatever you want to ask him, because why? It's Healthy/Skinny Wednesday.